at an undetermined ranking of all time franchises. We're not sure. Wikipedia didn't have the full information. It's probably somewhere around Shrek, I would imagine.
Yeah, we
Uh,
got like 6 billion to our name. Yeah,
yeah.
sounds right.
This is untitled and
I'm
unfocused.
unfocused.
For a second, I almost said the wrong thing. Because I've been doing that other podcast too.
Oh yeah, for real?
Well, yeah, the one that you saw with the boys, and you were like, "Oh man."
For real? For real?
Yeah. Um, everything just left my head. Tyler, Raymond, what
Howdy.
are we doing today? We're doing. We're only 2 days in, Ray. We're doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. That'll be a quick one, hopefully.
This is just
Um,
Tyler talking about
I
us.
gotta remember. I gotta remember everything. That's
I feel bad because to be honest, I was hyping up these episodes and I remembered I forgot something and I was like, oh snap, it's the Bones and Bandit Keith episodes.
yeah.
So I feel bad for missing these ones, honestly. Um,
I'll
but
remember my
please,
best.
please tell how good are they?
Before we do that, remember you can get this
Oh yeah,
podcast anywhere, as well as the
anywhere.
Tiger T YouTube channel. So
Yeah, I like that the most. It's most convenient for me. Maybe not for you. Maybe you like iTunes, Apple Podcast,
Spotify.
Google Play Music or podcast as well. There's an audio section there.
Did you know Google Play is dying? They are rebranding it to YouTube Music.
Oh, Google Play Music. Okay, okay, that's what they. Because YouTube's bigger, I mean, than Google Play Music. But I would
Yeah,
keep
of course,
Google
of
Play
course.
Music. I mean, I just think it's like, because Google Play is just like their platform for everything for their mobile, I guess.
But like
But if they want to rebrand it to YouTube, though, I guess it's not really a
Google
big difference.
Podcasts is still a thing, though. I think
Yeah,
it's weird.
I don't really have any issue with it. So whatever they feel like is better for them, I guess financially,
Yeah, yeah, of
I
course.
can't really say anything about that. It's like
So Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged, right? We did 7 through 12.
yeah, we did.
Um, so let's try to remember some stuff.
Let me just pull up the Yu-Gi-Oh episodes right now.
So first things first. This is something that Ray's been hyping up. We
I have
saw
been
Bandit
hyping it
Keith. Bandit Keith, right? It was a big one. He's the whole in America guy, which is really funny
in America.
because he always wears the American stuff. And there's this one scene where his people were arguing with him, and it was like, we're not like in America, right? Bandit Keith was like, what did he say? He said something like,
He's like everywhere. Or like
yeah,
some stupid thing like
yeah,
everywhere we are, sometimes like it's America.
yeah, everywhere I am is America. Yeah.
Okay, Google. Google, okay, Google. Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged Bandit Keith quotes. Not Bandit Queen. Bandit Keith.
the queen of the bandits.
Okay, Google. Google, okay, Google. Google, okay, Google. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. Bandit Keith quotes.
Ray is going to school for computers. I just want everyone to know that this is the man that you are going to trust.
To be fair, though, I'm pretty good at it.
I feel like it took you a few tries.
Well, I mean, like, my voice recognition may not be the best.
Ray is consuming the episodes at a rapid rate right now. It kind of reminded me of there's another part I thought was funny with Kaiba, right? And I think this was before his duel with Joey. I think it was before. And Joey was mad at him. He like grabbed him, and Kaiba like brushed him off, and he was like, "Don't touch me. I don't. You're not
Or
allowed to
speak
touch me."
more, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, he was like, "You, no one's allowed to touch me if they don't have money." I just thought it was funny because it's like his whole thing is he's rich.
Bandit Keith said something like just now. He said, you can't beat me. I'm an American."
Yeah, I'm an American. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? We have, we have to respect our fallen brethren with Tristan. His voice actor changed. That was like a big thing. Um, very, very sad. His other voice was very funny. His voice now is still kind of funny, but like very different. They even acknowledged it in the show, right? I thought that was cool. Um, we have some more just like ridiculous duels, right? I think there was one with Kaiba and Joey. Kaiba destroys him because it's like whatever. We have the one with Ghost Kaiba because we're apparently supposed to believe that Kaiba died and now he's a ghost. This early on in the show, we're supposed to believe that. Doesn't make he's got like red marks or black marks on his eyes. Crazy. Turns out he's a clown thing. We don't know how this man made it into Duelist Kingdom. I don't know what he's doing. Um, they also made fun of how they, the actual show overused the whole like ghost of a chance pun. They did it way too many times. Like we get it, he's supposed to be a ghost, but like you're just overusing a joke at this point, you know. Um, they what other duels were there? There was the big one, which was the one with Bones, right? He's facing Joey. Joey gets a lot of airtime these last few episodes. I don't know why.
Yeah, it helps that he's fighting Bones, and that there's a couple, and then Bandit Keith there as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I forget. He wins just like he normally does. I mean, like, listen, I feel like every character has like their like trump card, right? It's kind of like what Ray was talking about, because Ray knows more about card games than me.
Yeah.
But Ray, you mentioned I think last time about like most decks in Yu-Gi-Oh, they're just trying to get to their win condition, right? To where they have the
Mhm.
cards they need, so they lock in their win, right? I feel like Joey's is just, which is very chaotic. his 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 deck makes no sense because the only way he can win is if he gets the dragon, he gets a time wizard, all that stuff. It works out in his favor.
Yeah.
In the show, they do it much better of making it dramatic. Because in real
Mhm.
life, I'm
It's
pretty sure
not
you just
that
like
tense.
flip a coin, right? To see
You
what
flip a
what
coin, rock,
effect.
paper, scissors, either the two. Just try to
Yeah.
determine who moves first.
Um, but like in the show, it's like spins. It's like, oh, what's it gonna land on? um, we had that cool gag in the beginning. I think it was beginning of episode 6 actually, or 7. Yeah, 7. Where oh, what's her name? Uh,
My Taya.
nope, Taya. Where where Taya's going to Yugi, and she keeps saying about how every guy in the show is like how she's pregnant with every guy in the show. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, and I think it's Tristan's, and I think it's Joey's, and then she goes, and and I think the father's Bakura, and Yugi is like, no way, hold on, no way, there's no way that's true. Um, which I thought was good.
I like the future bit with her, but I'm not gonna. Where she like becomes a penguin. It's so stupid. It's something that's
I remember, yeah, I remember that. Um, I like how Bakura dies, but not really, because it's like the whole like boulder, like
yeah.
going after them, and at that moment, it's like Bakura died, he's gone, he's never gonna, you know. Um,
You're never gonna be a main character in this franchise.
he's never be a main character. What have you been doing this whole time? And then we kind of end. I don't think we see it, but with Bakura like being like, "Hey, here's this polymerization card. It's crazy, right? Oh no, it's not polymerization. It's
Change of heart.
change of heart. Yeah, it's like, hey, you want to see what I'll do? You, I'll do it, and then we'll see what it does. But we don't see the duel. I think that's next episode, episode 13. But Bakura's just a really shady person. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know why. Going to the main show for a second.
Mhm.
I don't know why they trusted him. He's just a random dude. He's just always
Who's even
there.
in their class, dude? He's like, I'm Bakura. I'm the British guy.
So weird,
He's like,
you
all
know?
the girls in class love me.
Oh no,
These are just like
my
stuff that like just no.
yeah,
In Change of Heart's weird. It's supposed to like symbolizes like different personalities was Millennium Item.
yeah, because he has the necklace, right?
Mhm.
Um, I like the bit where they kind of make fun of the main show with Kaiba climbing the cliff, but he has a briefcase in his hand.
Mhm.
It's like, how are you gonna expect us to? He climbed the cliff with one hand. Crazy, impossible. So where did he come from? The ocean? Nuts. Um, something else too. I don't. Yeah, I
But by
don't.
this point, like we already have the established theme song for the series.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. It starts playing. It's pretty good. Yeah,
Like that. Yeah, I
yeah,
nailed
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah. Nailed it, man. What is there? Is my the tab open? Where is it playing?
It's a copyright strike. Hold up.
How can they
Ring, what do
copyright
you say?
strike?
What do you say? It's so good.
Um, yeah, I don't really think There's a few gags and goofs. I don't think anything crazy happens in these 6 episodes.
No, not really. I mean, other than like Bandit Keith is like the biggest part.
Yeah, Bandit Keith gets introduced, and we just barely start to see like
You're
Bakura.
not even American.
Yeah, see, I
You're
think he
Canadian.
said something else too. I don't remember. Someone was talking to him, and he said something like, um, uh, I can't hear anyone who isn't American, something like that. And I was like,
I
oh,
can't understand anyone who is not American. Something like that.
yeah, yeah, man. It was good. It was
All
a good
Americans
episode.
wear sunglasses.
All of them. Our future is so bright.
It's like, you can't beat me, even in America. Oh, I'm not gonna beat you. I got this kid from the audience.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, we did have that flashback. I was like, man, it kind of uh, just like threw away the whole importance of this tournament. Doesn't matter at all. He was like, oh yeah, man, Keith, you won. Okay, that's cool. Let me just announce my way cooler tournament right now.
And have this kid beat you in front of live TV.
Yeah.
Texas
So you
was
really want to play
savage.
this card? Yeah. I feel like in the actual show, right? Because it's real or whatever. I always thought that was cool, where it's like that introduces Pegasus. I mean, we already seen him from like being in the TV and whatever, but here we see the powers of his eye when it
Mm.
comes to like dueling and like in the real world, and we're not in the weird like shadow realm thing. And it's so powerful, or like he's so much in tune with it that he can like give someone else the cards and be like, he's gonna play that, you're gonna play this, he does that, and then you win. It's like
So
wow,
why is he gonna do all that? Because he's such a good gamer. That's what.
he's such a Pegasus is a fake gamer.
No, no, no. It's not that. It's like he's so good at like knowing how people are gonna react to stuff and what they're gonna use. He sees all
Yeah,
their items and like all their keys, all their cards. He knows what they're gonna play in what situation. He's so good at reading people. I guess you know what I mean.
yeah, I didn't even think of it like that. Where even if he knew the person's cards, that doesn't mean you'll beat him.
Yeah,
He actually has to be good at the
read
game.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has to read what their level is, how they would react to certain situations. It's
Hmm.
what he's doing, which is a
Yeah, man.
different mental capacity when you actually add on to fact like, oh, Pegasus only won because he cheated. No, no, Pegasus was an actual like mental savage.
Yeah, he knew it. I mean, he's not the what is he like the
It's something
head?
weird to think about. You know,
Yeah,
it's like Pegasus only won because he cheats and he sees your hand. No, you can't
not
win just by
really.
looking at someone's hand.
Yeah.
It's like in some cases, I guess you can win, but he won not only because by seeing someone's hand, he won because he knew what they were going to play in response to certain things and how
Hmm.
they would react to other certain cards.
Even with that, he still had strategy. He still had to, it's like chess.
Mhm.
Even if you know what the person's next move is gonna be, you still gotta know what their next move after that's gonna be.
And the weird thing with chess again is chess is a really good example for you to bring up. It's a perfect knowledge game, or like
Yeah.
not that like that. It's a game where you have perfect knowledge of all the pieces at all times and all the
Hmm.
possible moves. In theory, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's only a certain limited amount of moves that can be made on a chessboard, and you can see all of them potentially unfold at once.
Hmm. Chess is cool, man. It's good. It's a good game.
It's great.
Um. Yeah, I don't know if you have have anything else you remember. I don't know.
That's really about it, honestly. So I'm excited for the next couple episodes. I think they're gonna
Um,
be Para and Docs, dude.
so
They're gonna be coming in.
we have 10
Also the
episodes
Gaydar.
left. Yes, we do.
We do have the Gaydar coming in. I do remember that.
We have 10 episodes left in the season.
Mhm.
Do you want to just
We can do 5 and 5.
five and
Or we could,
five? Okay.
yeah. Or we could try
Um,
to do all 10. It depends. I think it's 5 and 5 right now.
okay.
Yeah.
Um,
If it hits like at that time in the week, and I'll be like, all right, we can just add all the other 5 now. We'll see.
okay. That's something I wanted to ask you because it's not perfect 12. So, we weren't gonna able to do like 6 and 6 or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay. Next 5, that's cool. So yeah, hopefully we see, Paradox is next. We wait for him ever since we thought about
Yu-Gi-Oh.
doing it. So
Yeah,
hopefully he's in the next 5. I don't
I think
remember
he should be.
exactly,
Para and Docs should be. I
but
think.
yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh's cool, man. Whether you watch a bridge or the main show, it's cool.
And the bridges like Dragon Ball Z bridge were just both really good parodies
Yeah.
in their own right.
And like you can still get the story from it. I mean there's like little things here and there that you might not pick up, but for the most part it's all there, you know.
You're just following the major arcs, really. You don't really care about the minor stuff. Like all the
Yeah.
dueling for the most part's cut out.
Mhm.
Put funny jokes instead, and then you're all set.
Yeah. It's not like drawn out cuz that's literally the whole point of of a bridge, you know.
So we're cutting out the duels. We still have the funny, like witty sometimes responses and stuff, or maybe like the really like cool comeback plays from the duels. But most of the dueling that's setting up is like you're missing that, dude,
Mhm.
because that's not really what matters.
I'm actually excited for I always thought, it's somewhat of a future spoiler kind of, but I always liked Pegasus's deck. I always thought his cards were really cool. I mean,
Two Worlds is a great idea,
yeah, I always thought that was cool. Like seeing the Toon World version of like all the characters that you've already seen and love.
and then they're just as strong. But then when he has Toon World up, they're even stronger than the number of cards.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a really good deck, you know.
It's kind of another
Um,
thing to add on to Pex is that he's like, he created all these cards so like they're all inside of his tiny little world. You know what I mean?
yeah. Hmm.
It's his world, his cards. So like obviously his versions of them are going to be much stronger than what normal people use. He's the creator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
Like
like, I mean,
feeds
yeah,
into that.
he made them. They're specifically for him, you know.
Mm.
Um, One last thing, Ray, right? Just because we're talking about cards. The Game Grumps released a
I did
Magic the
see. I
Gathering
did not
episode.
see them yet. I have them on my plan to watch. I'm planning to
You,
watch a Magic.
you, um, the second one must have came out today because I've only
I
seen
think
the
it did.
first one. I saw the first one, and man, I don't know where your headspace is going into it or like what knowledge you have of like
Yeah.
how much they know about Magic, but like
I
the
think
first
one.
episode,
I think Aaron knows a lot about Magic if I remember correctly.
he does, yeah, he does.
Okay, yeah.
He's like even right now he's like super like back into it. He's like has all the cards and like he does streams and stuff. But the first episode, it's just good. You should definitely watch it.
I was so like on topic. I was playing Commander with Michael a couple of days ago.
Hmm.
It must have been earlier this week. Like I think like Saturday or Sunday this week. I think it was Sunday last week. So like right after like we recorded or whatever, I got
Hmm.
on with Michael and we played a couple games of Commander. And I was like, this is like it's been a while since I played Magic. I'm like, this is fun. Like I haven't played Magic in a while. I was like, yeah, I kind of I miss this like feeling. Let's play Magic. Going it around. It's fun. I mean, like honestly, you could probably get into Magic real quick. I wouldn't say Magic the Gathering Arena is bad. It's good, but if you already know how to play, I don't think you need it. Honestly,
I was about to say, yeah, that's one game I've always wanted to learn how to play.
like Arena's good, Tyler, but I mean, you don't need it. I don't want to give Wizards of the Coast more money than like they
Okay.
already have, which is weird to say. I mean, like, because like Magic is very expensive, and the way they monetize Arena, or like
Hmm.
the system for it, where they have you like because it's like a Hearthstone slash Runeterra slash like Gwent, all the card game systems they got right now, like
Yeah,
Shadowverse,
yeah.
or like you spend for the packs, you get the packs. It's with Magic, they're basically based on the real price of their cards with their packs. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? It's like
yeah.
I'm buying a pack of cards. This is what it is. And only the con with Magic obviously is because it's a real card game, unlike the other ones. You know what I mean? Some people
Mm.
are like, "Well, I can just go out and get the cards." You know what I'm saying?
Do they let you like scan the cards or something?
They do have like the
Maybe.
packs, whatever. You can add the cards to the game. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it
So
does
yeah, how do
benefit
you?
people who actually buy.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do Arena only for that reason. I did play Arena for a while, like completely free to play, just like doing that. But I would never like go into it like that
Hmm.
because I know like how it's going to be with the monetization. It's better to like look up decks, quote unquote, online and copy them and play
Sure.
them in
Yeah.
Live Simulator through some MTG ways, or they have websites so you can play Magic for free online against other people.
Mm.
You just take the deck codes or whatever and just put them in. Not saying Arena's bad, but I'm saying like I know what it's gonna be like because it's gonna be like if you're gonna be want to like play a free to play type of game, you're gonna have to grind out for cards, craft them, hope you get lucky on pulls for cards from packs. If you don't get lucky, then you're gonna try to craft them, and it just takes a while to build up a deck that's sort of decent. Unless you're playing to play like Mono Red Burn, or when I was playing Tempo Blue, because Tempo Blue was a top deck at the time. Tempo Blue was a hard deck to play, but I didn't feel like it was too hard. But I mean, it's mostly because you just gotta hold on to your key points. But that's just
Mm.
in physical card games is never a good thing, or any card game in general. It's never a good thing to have your hand open. You always at least want to have like one card in your hand in most cases.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
And like the exception to that would be cards where there's no counterplay for the most part. But even then, I think you just want one card in your hand just so your opponent knows that there may be something that they could potentially be holding on to
Mm.
for like the mental game. It's like they're holding on to one card. Why are they holding on to one card? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I don't really care if I top deck, so yeah.
So yeah. What did we just finish? Yu-Gi-Oh!
We just
Bridge.
did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge series.
Okay. So
Hi.
Ray is getting really close to the camera.
No, he's trying to fix my laptop. There we go. It's good now.
So yeah. What is 13 through
Through
18
sure, man.
or 17, 13,
13
14,
through 13, 14,
17.
15, 16, 17. Yep.
13 through 17. That's the plan. Do that.
And then maybe we'll finish the entire season. Who knows? So
Maybe. So yeah.